Sergei Bobrovsky has just been absolutely magnificent.
Right now, this looks like vintage Bobrovsky during his Vezina days. They got the mojo, and it's the Bob Show.
Adin Hill, he's never been a frontline starting goalie in the NHL, but he is now.
Adin Hill is on the best stretch of his career.
At the start of the season, actually even as recently as 6 weeks ago, no one predicted Sergei Bobrovsky and Adin Hill would be the last two goaltenders standing in the postseason, the $10 million man against the career backup. That $10 million man wasn't even Florida's starter to begin these playoffs. A mediocre regular season and an illness late in the year saw Bobrovsky lose his net in South Florida. Journeyman Alex Lyon started the final 8 games of the regular season, winning 6 of them to help Florida sneak into the playoffs in the second wildcard spot.
What a difference a couple of weeks makes for Alex Lyon. 6-game winning streak and an opportunity to clinch a playoff spot. What a story he has been.
But after 3 games against the Bruins, Paul Maurice went back to Bob.
But tonight's a pressure game, and that's what Sergei's here for, to handle that pressure.
The rest, as they say, is history. Since the start of the second round, Bobrovsky and the Panthers have won 8 of 9 games, allowing opponents to score more than 2 goals only once. Meanwhile, in Sin City, Hill also didn't start the first round, or the second round for that matter. The Golden Knights' goaltending carousel began when rookie all-star Logan Thompson went down in February. In fact, 5 different goalies started at least 2 games for Vegas this season. Then an injury to Laurent Brossoit in Game 3 of the second round forced Hill into action.
Adin Hill was acquired last August for a 4th-round draft pick from San Jose. Did Vegas ever think he would be the guy to lead them into the conference final?
It's been no ordinary path to the Stanley Cup final for either netminder, but this has been no ordinary playoff between the pipes in general. Starting goaltenders have been pulled 21 times so far this postseason, the 5th most in NHL history. It's also the first time since 2010 that a Vezina Trophy finalist did not make it past the first round, with Connor Hellebuck, Ilya Sorokin, and Linus Ullmark all making early exits. And now, after 3 rounds of an entirely unpredictable playoffs, there are 2 men left standing across from each other in the blue.
Oh, what a stop! A showstopper there from Bobrovsky. Oh, what a save by Adin Hill! Absolute robbery!
Bobrovsky silencing the critics who maligned his contract and assumed his best hockey was behind him. At 34, he's having by far the best postseason of his career. And Hill, whose .933 save percentage since February 14th is tops in the NHL. This will also be just the 2nd time ever both remaining teams had a different starting goalie for the first game of the playoffs and Cup final. So, will the 2-time Vezina Trophy winner continue to turn back the clock and capture his first cup? Or will Hill's Cinderella story continue? Either way, we'll have a storybook ending.